Well, okay, so my techie's not going to be happy with me over that. All right, so I might have to redo this for you with sound, or she can maybe make this into a, whatever she's doing nowadays. It's like a short, but they call it something else. Anyway, maybe she can make it out of this, and she might have to redo this for you with sound. So it's mainly here. Gosh, hate that I did that. So thank you, Linda. I've only gone about 9 minutes or so with you not being able to hear me. All right, Debbie Burtner, if you're out there, I have used your name in vain. I don't know how many times, and it wasn't recorded, or there's no sound. So I am casing Debbie Burtner. She likes to go by Debbie versus Debra, and I'm casing her design. So you see mine a little bit different, so I've just used a little bit different tools than she's used. As I mentioned a little bit earlier that you can hear, blending pens is a great way, if you don't have these, to take and use your acrylic block and just touch a corner of that block to a ink pad, and then use the blending pen to scoop that color off and color. So the other thing I was talking about was that you could use this pen here. It's called a color lifter. So if you didn't like this and this was too dark, then you could actually lift the color off of it. Now I'm fine. I just put the pink on this. Need for getting myself from trouble there of getting ink all over me as well too. Thank you. That's all right. It's not because I was talking about Debbie Burtner so much. All right, so I'm casing hers right here. So casing is just for somebody's inspired you, and you're going to go out there and create your own. All right, so this is what it looks like right here. Now, one thing I can do to add just a little speck of color that really won't be that noticeable is I'm going to take this pen here, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to get my flower stuff out of the way. It's not going to matter, but still. And I'm just going to take it, I'm going to flick it. Just, I'm going to show you in a minute. You may say, I don't see it. That's okay, you'll see in a minute. I'll show you. This is going to be light and subtle because it's yellow. I could have done another color. But what it does is gives just little specks. I don't know if you can see it too well or not. There's just little specks of yellow throughout here because I did that on that lid there. And it'll come up a little bit sharper as it gets on there. But it's just easy way. And then I have used a stamp that I have. It is a dove, and it actually comes with Rejoice in Him. And I did use it for Easter. So I'm going to use this here. And I'm going to put it up on dimensionals. Because this way it could go for any way, right? It could be anything it could be for a wedding. It could be anything, let's try this, faith-based related. That's a lot. So I'm just going to do that right here. And I'm just going to do it right here. So she has a cross. I'm just going to put this right here. And that way I can put whatever sentiment I want. It could be happy anniversary. It could be just congratulations on the baptism. Maybe a child or christening. Anything you want. And I'm just going to use a glue dot. I have this little leftover ribbon that I used before. It's not in the kit. Some leftover scraps I've had. So that's why I tell you guys always to keep your scraps of stuff, because you can always use it. You know I didn't make this bow live because it is super tiny. And I'm just going to put that right there. Now that could very well go for a baby. It could go for a wedding. It can go for anything you want. Now, as I was telling you about the color lifter, let me just show you what it can do. If I wanted to lift a little bit of color, let's say on this pink here. I'm not going to do that. Let's do the blue. I like the blue better. Then we're just going to come across this. All right, let me see if you can see it. See there, you can see where it's lifting the color. So you're just going to come through with this and keep on going across it. Now this is a great way to do shadows. If you want to do some shadowing or make some a little bit darker on one side. But this here, I'm just doing it to lift the color. So you're really going to have to saturate. You can let it dry and come back. So if I wanted to come and lighten the color on any of these right here that I did with the blue, or even just get it to spread a little bit, right? I'm just doing it with this here. So you just want to, if you're going to change colors, just make sure that you wipe this across some paper just to make sure there's no color left, because I surely wouldn't want to put this on top. So you see where the blue's actually changing there. So what it is, you're just going to keep going over it, right? As if you want it lighter and it's still not light enough. See how it's really lightening up here? You can see where it was darker here and has lighter here. You can see my strokes. So I'm just going to come across there a little bit. And that's going to get it lighter for me. Okay? So this is called, just so you know, it's called a color lift. That's all it's lift. It's called a color lifter, and that's what it does. Just lifts the color and makes it a little bit lighter. I chose to do mine all over, but you can see I'm going to have a little bit of streaking there, so I'm going to have to wait till it dries and I can do it again. So that's just very quick and easy to sit there and do that kind of stuff. Yes, that is a very nice idea. I might even lift that pink up. So let's see if I can get it a little bit darker for you so you can see here. So that pink I might would want to lift a little bit more. So you just get a little bit of color there. But you can see it's not staining my pen, right? So I just make sure. So when that dries, you can see that's a little bit lighter, just like the blue was there. So I really like that. I really like making the stained glass. And I think that's really such an awesome idea. I might lighten the pink a little bit more. You know, that's the nice thing about the color lift. You can keep on lifting it until you sit there and get the color you want. So that's what I'll do. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this because it's very simple. It's very fun. I was just taking something out of the kit, right? And I love it, Debbie, that you sat there and did that and sent me that card so I could show others how to do it as well, too. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to share it on Facebook as well as YouTube because we're there as well. And we'll have the pictures posted on Instagram and Pinterest. So with that, be blessed. We look forward to seeing you next week with Teach Me Nana. And it's always about, right, creating, sharing, and giving. So go out there, create, share, and give. If you want Paper Pumpkin, you just need to subscribe to it, all right? All right, so just go online. We have the links there for you. So if you want to do that, you can as well. Be blessed. See you next week. Bye.